don't understand why people think I'm finna move out their way. You better move out of my way. I ain't getting in no grass. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Okay, princess. Whatever. You got to like that princess. Right. I'm not walking nothing though. Have a good day.
You too.
Yeah.
Whew, now I gotta go to my house. Like, I'm so sick of y'all. Bye. Anyway, y'all, I got some, I have a meeting this morning at 9 a.m. I think it's like 30 minutes. Hopefully, it's 30 minutes. But I have a meeting at 9 a.m., a very informative meeting. When I say your girl is securing the bags, honey, I am securing all of them. All of the bags. I got my Target influencer account, my LTK. I have my Sheen ambassador. I'm a Timu ambassador. I'm also a Codis water bottle ambassador, if y'all didn't know. But yeah, I'm a Codis water bottle ambassador as well. I got a whole bunch of stuff in the bag, in my bag, that's making me. So, yeah, I'm reaching out to a few brands and that I want to work with. So, oh, and I'm a Sheen ambassador too. I forgot about that one. So, sometime either this week or next week, I'll put a whole thread on here that shows all of my ambassador links or and or my affiliate links. So, oh, and I'm an Amazon. I have an Amazon storefront as well. I have some things on there. I just have to sit and add more things to it. So, yeah, and I'll be posting that one soon. Let's see what else. Um, I just got a lot going on. Hey, good morning, Lardy. I got a lot going on. A lot going on. So, like I said, I got a whole bunch of ambassador links, affiliate links that I need to share with you guys. So, yeah. Oh, those people must be the devil worshippers in the background. But anyway, oh, I was so happy. So happy. So happy. Um, about his iPad he got yesterday. Tinker was so excited. They both were playing on him last night. It was so funny. All day yesterday, Marshawn has finished all his homework. So tonight he has like it's not even a project. It's like something that he brings like in a brown bag that he can keep at school. So Empire, the doctor said it's not blood clots. Thank the Lord. It's from sitting too long and too much sodium. But girl, I lost 9 pounds. Okay. That sounds like a win to me. That sounds like a win to me, honey. And you thought it was your sodium too. You thought it was sodium, so that's good. Thank God you have no blood clots in your leg. God is good. Amen. Amen again. But baby, yes. Yes. That's awesome. Yes, thank God. Thank God. And 9 pounds down, shoot, I'll take it. I will take it. But how has everybody been? I know we got some looky-loos in the background that like to report things, and that's fine, whatever. Look all you want. Look all you want. Um, so, yeah. Like, you literally driving with your kids in the front seat backwards and you're speeding. You're going more than 40 down the road. Like, are you dumb or are you stupid? And your kid looks old enough to know to sit forward and put a seatbelt on. Meaning, this child is like fifth, sixth grade. Why the heck are you driving down the street like that? See, it's ignorant people like that that piss me off. That piss me off. Like, why? My son doesn't even sit in my front seat. And he's big enough to sit in the front seat. Actually, technically, he's not. But he's almost there. And he wouldn't... The heck? He's sitting in the back seat as long as possible. Don't play with me. And he's still sitting in the booster seat. The hell? Yeah. I had to find one of those extra wide ones for him just so he can be comfortable, because he didn't want to wear it. He didn't want to sit in the other one. So, but he had that one since he was a baby, though. Well, not a baby, but since he was like 1. So, it is dangerous. These parents, I swear, these parents have no sense of danger. Like, and let me tell you something. It's not the Caucasians. It's not the blacks. It's the freaking Indians. I could tell you how many times I've seen an Indian person drive off with their kids, and their kids are literally standing up in the back seat. Hello. Their kids are literally not buckling into their seatbelts. I can tell you how many. I can't tell you how many times, because it's been that many times. Like, what is wrong with y'all? Like, are y'all that dumb? Tasted them new Ruffles spicy dip chips? No, I have not tried those. Nope, I have not tried those. No, I haven't tried them. Are they good? Are they nasty? Like, what? I have to taste at least one. I know at least one, right? Oh, so either Deja did or she's gonna miss this. I don't. I'll try it. They like $5.99. I know you lying. No, ma'am. No. No, thank you. No, thank you. Oh, I gotta water my grass right now. That is too hot. And then they be filling half of the bag up with air. So, nah, I'm good. I don't want no parts of it. I don't want no parts of it at all. No, thank you. What kills me is these parents that allow their kids to drive foreign cars to school. That kills me. Maybe he won the spelling bee. I don't know. But I rolled my ankle a little bit. We're gonna see how it feels in like a couple of days. So, good morning, 1SP. How have you been doing? If my live starts to spin, just know I'm coming back. It's connecting to my Wi-Fi. Have you ever had pink lady apples? Yes, I have had pink lady apples. Yes, I have. There used to be a tree right there. You can tell. And there used to be one right here. I need to get the grass cut next week. And the brown is going. I honestly haven't watered it in a couple days. I actually forgot the water was on. So, but the brown is going away. That's good. Maybe I'll water it because it still looks wet to me. And I'm not going to water it because it still looks wet. I forgot to bring my keys. Oh, how? Yes, it is. Hold on. Stanley Allen, hello. They move so damn slow, it's not even funny. Thank you. This floor ain't clean. Where's Deja? Deja! Ooh, y'all, hold on. I'm not taking her to school. She gonna be walking all the way there. He's so dumb. He is so dumb. He is so dumb. Pick all this stuff up in this hallway. Have you lost your mind? Get up. And I'm not taking you to school. And it's already 8:10. You walking all the way there. Pick up all this stuff. I'm not taking her to school. She gonna be walking. Oh, y'all. And making changes to the 401k plans. He's so dumb. He is so dumb. Like, really dumb. He don't got no sense. He don't got the sense God gave him. For real. One of his teachers from, I think, high school said that he was the dumbest student he's ever taught. I said, wow. I was like, when your teacher speaks up on you, like, that's horrible. He's so dumb. He is so full of it. It's not even funny. Just so dumb. Like, this man seriously has problems. Okay, what the heck? Aw. Thank you. First of all, him is at school already. Two, don't come on my live or my show, like you say, and tell me what to do, okay? My him is already at school. And second of all, that's a high schooler. So mind your business, Stanley, before you be on your way out the door. If you knew what was good for you, you be quiet, because I'm with it. I'm with it today. Thank you very much. The guy that commented before you thought that he had something to say, like he can put an input in what I just said to my child, to the him that he thought I was talking to. He's about to be bad in a second. Talking about give him a break. Give your ass a break. I'm going to give you a break from cussing you out. That's what I'm going to do. How about that one, Stan? Would you appreciate that? Oh, y'all comes for me in the morning time, and I'm with it, honey. I'm here for it. I'm bright-eyed, bushy-tailed today, honey. Okay. Yes, I am. I am with it. Oh, I need to sign on my LTK right here. Say the word. I don't got to say the word. Y'all already know. If you in the blue, y'all got every right to block somebody, kick them out, whatever the heck you got to do. I do not. That's why y'all have the blue range. That's why. Because I trust y'all. I trust y'all enough. I don't have to tell y'all. Yeah, no. He's quiet right now, though. So Do y'all open mail from people you don't know that who's sending it? I don't. I throw it in. I rip it up and throw it in the trash. If it's somebody I don't know, I'm not opening it. Nope, not doing it. If it's not an agency or something like that, I'm not opening it. Nope, will not do it. I put it back in the mailbox and put the flag up to be returned. Right. I don't. Nope. I definitely don't. If like say if somebody from here sent me something to my house, to my address, I'm not opening it. I'm not opening it. I'm not addressing it. I will either rip it up or I will send it back like you said. I've done that a couple of times. I'm not opening that. I don't know who you are and what your intent is. So, no thank you. No thank you. Return the sender. Thank you. Return the sender. I'm not doing it. No, 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 no. Not doing it at all. And then I hate, I don't hate, I despise people that act ignorant. Like, I really do. I despise people that act ignorant. Like, they act ignorant on purpose. Like, seriously, like, y'all need Jesus. That's what y'all need. Because, yeah. Yeah. So I was watching this lady. She's I don't know if she's a pastor or what she is, but she she has she was speak okay, so she has a social media platform, and she made so much sense yesterday when she was saying this. She was saying that I guess her son, she was in some mess when she was younger. Her and her baby boy's father were not together. Do they have coffee with no caffeine? Yeah, they do have coffee with no caffeine. It's called decaf, so it doesn't have caffeine in it. Decaffeinated coffee. So she had a situation with her. She was in some mess. Her and her baby daddy were in some mess, and they dated since they were like 14 years old. 14 years old, off and off since they was 14 years old. All that stuff. They planned the baby since they was 14 years old. It never happened, whatever. He ended up dealing with another lady, and the lady knew about her because, it's a 14 they've been dealing with each other since they were 14. And he was in the streets and she was, doing her thing, whatever. And this lady is not ashamed of her story. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. So when she got pregnant with her son, she allowed girl so when she was 14, when she finally got pregnant, she ended up having a man that she was dealing with raise her child. And as the child got older, her aunties and different family members and stuff were saying, "Oh, this baby looks like it could be so and so's baby." And she kind of like denied it for, whatever. When her son turned like 8 years old, like between 6, 7, and 8 years old, she, reached out to the dad and was like, "Hey, this may be your child." They met up, they talked about it, and she admitted her wrong, and she was like, she was wrong and whatnot, and he said, "Yes, let's go get a DNA test." They got the DNA test. He went home, told his then wife and still current wife, which is older than him. And I had to say that because this makes sense. Um, this will make sense. Okay, so the son is clearly hurt by the fact that the father rejected him, right? The father rejected him, and and it hurt him still to this day. Like, and she spoke about it on her social media. I think she was live, and she said, "My son is still hurt, blah blah blah, da da da, the yada yada yada. He seen his dad in passing yesterday at my grandson's football practice or meet and greet, like coach meet and greet." And she spoke about it. Why did the wife come and insert herself in her comments? And she said, she said, "I didn't name names." She said, "I didn't name drop. I didn't say the baby daddy name. I didn't say nothing." She said, "Why did you insert yourself in business that ain't got nothing to do with you?" I'm like, I'm just listening to her. And then she's like, "You inserted yourself in business that had nothing to do with you. She said, "You thought you was coming on here clocking my teeth saying I had 5 kids. I had 5 baby daddies." She said, "You wasn't clocking nothing because everybody knows that." She said, "I'm not ashamed of my past, and I ain't ashamed of none of my kids, and I ain't ashamed of none of my baby daddies. I have 5 baby daddies. And so what? Clock that." Right? So she was just telling her, like, "You ain't clocking nothing. Like, everything that you saying is my life, is my past. Like, whatever. I'm saved, and I'm free. I'm free." Like, she like just went on, and she was like, "Sis, you want to insert yourself?" She was like, "Yeah, so and so." She name dropped him, name dropped the baby daddy, name dropped the wife. And she said, "Now I'm name dropping because you decided to insert yourself in business that ain't had nothing to do with you." She said, "I wasn't tearing down this man." She said, "You can't," because the lady was like, "Oh, I'm gonna sue you for defamation and all this other stuff." And she was like, "Nothing I said was a lie. Everything that I said was a part of my life, my experience, my feelings." She said everything that I spoke was the truth. That man was not there. That man literally walked away from my son because of you. That's not a lie. So she just goes on and on and on. And I'm just like, mm, 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 mm. I'm just like, why do y'all females sit up here? Why? I just want to know, why do females want to sit up here and you want to protect, you feel some type of way about the other woman that don't want nothing to do with your man, but y'all want to sit up here and y'all don't want to talk. A real woman, this is what she said, and I've said it on my channel multiple times. A real woman is not gonna stand by and allow a man to not be present in his child's life, and vice versa. A man is not gonna allow a woman to stand. He's not gonna stand by and allow a woman not to be in her child's life, son's life, daughter life. It don't matter who it is. Y'all women need to be women. Y'all are little girls. If you sitting back And y'all just sitting back, women and men, y'all little girls and little boys. If you sitting back and you allow your woman or your man to not be present in their child's life, and if y'all not holding y'all man or y'all woman accountable for their actions of not being in their child's life, you ain't no woman to me. You're not a man to me. You're a little boy stuck in a grown, or a little girl stuck in a grown man or a grown woman's body. That's all you are. I'm talking about that. I'm talking about this lady, this social media influencer that I follow. She had a situation where her baby dad, she was in the world, he was in the world. They were, whatever. They dealt with each other since they was 14 years old. They finally had a baby together. She kept it a secret. She kept it a secret, let this other man raise her son. Okay, I'm going fast. So she let this other man raise her son till he was like 7, 8 years old, 6, 7, 8 years old, whatever it was, or 8, 7, 8, 9 years old. And she finally went to the baby daddy, to the real father, and told him. He went and got a DNA test, came back that that's his baby. But his wife told him, gave him an ultimatum and said, if you deal with this child, we're divorced. We're separated. We're divorced. I won't be with you. Mind you, this nigga got 9 other kids. He got 10 kids. And then she said so she came on because the other day she spoke about it on her social media platform, because she said, let me say this. Anything that I say is educational. Let me say that. Anything that I say about my situation is educational. Anything that I say about my situation is educational. If I speak on somebody else's situation, it's educational. Okay? This is public. Y'all, I can tell y'all, if y'all email me, I'll give you her name. So anyway, she basically, spoke about it or whatever, and the wife got in the comments, and she was like, oh no, she was like, let me give you a teaching moment. I've said it multiple times on my channel before. If you can sit back and allow your man or your woman to not be 100% in the child's life, you ain't a man and you ain't a woman. Let me say that again for the ones in the background. If you allow your man or your woman to not be present in their child's life, you are not a man and you are not a woman. You are a little girl and a little boy in a grown man or a grown woman's body. Okay? Stop trying to play wife. Stop trying to play girlfriend of the year. Stop trying to play side piece of the year, and hold that man or that woman accountable. Because there's some deadbeat ass mamas out here too. I'm just saying. She not on YouTube. He chose his wife over his son. That's a shame. Yep. And that's exactly what she's saying. He chose you over his flesh and blood. You that ain't got no blood running through your veins. Through your veins. She ain't got none of your blood running through her veins. And you chose her? Huh. It would have been a simple, oh, my son. Oh, my daughters. Is you crazy? Yeah, no. Heck no. Y'all need to stop sitting up here letting these men and these women dictate your relationship with your kid. That's what you need to do. You need to keep people out your business and y'all need to worry about building, co-parenting, better co-parenting skills for your kids. All that tit for tat crap, no. Y'all need to grow up. At some point, somebody need to grow the hell up. Oh, I'm grown. You know what I'm saying? I'm grown. I had my therapy session today, and my therapist had so much to say. My therapist is writing me lectures. Do you understand me? Like, I'm not, when my anxiety gets high, y'all, it gets high out the roof. I start trembling. Y'all, when I tell you, when I told her what was going on and everything, she said, I'm writing you a recommendation. You cannot be in the same room as that person. She said, because she said, I know, you shut down. I shut down in therapy. And the wife should be ashamed of herself for making him choose. And that's exactly what she said. She said, when you see my post, you should have been condemned for what you did, for your part and your role that you played. Anybody that sits up here and tries to break down a mother that's been a mother, that ain't walked away from their kids, or a father that ain't walked away from their kids, and the other part, the significant other, whatever you want to call it, husband, wife, whatever you want to call it, y'all should feel some type of condemned in your spirit, in your soul, when you do that. Instead of sitting up here holding people accountable, you want to make other people look like they bad to make yourself look good. Baby, you can't never, I'm going to tell you this right now, it ain't going to happen. No weapon formed against any of us shall prosper. When you do things maliciously, what's done in the dark comes to the light, honey. Period. The wife is the type of woman that's not to be trusted around a child. I feel she would bring harm to the child. Right. But the son is grown now. Her son is 20 something years old. But she was saying, still at his grown age, at his 27, I think he's 27 years old, 27-year-old age, he's still hurt by his father's action. That, I feel like, this is how I feel. If you don't want to be a part of a child's life, or if it's too much for you to be a part of a child's life, it's better for you to walk away. Walk away. Don't come popping in and out. Don't pop in and out. And I've explained this to Deja's dad. I've explained this to Deja's dad. Okay. Deja's dad has a lot of similarities to somebody. Okay. Pop in and out when they want to. Pop in and out, pop in and out. And it came a point in time where I said, I'm not trying to be mean. I said, but it needs to be said that if you can't give your daughter 100% of yourself, you need to walk away until you are mentally able to be a part of her life physically. Okay? If you can't be the father that she needs, walk away. Because this popping in and out ain't going to work. It does not work. A child should never have to worry about, oh, is my mom or my dad going to come today? Oh, is my mom or my dad going to call me today? Oh, I reached out to my mom or my dad and they didn't answer the phone. They didn't call me back. No child should feel that. No child at all should feel that. Ever. 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 And this is another thing. Don't be bringing up other people's kids. When people got multiple kids, don't bring up their kids in your shit. Focus on the one that you got, focus on the one that you got. Don't worry about nobody else's other kids. Don't worry about the other kids. Because guess what? I'm pretty sure they good. And if they not, they would have been out the picture. Like what? Like y'all need to leave these kids alone until you are mentally stable enough to deal with your child. Not just because, oh, somebody say, oh, I want to, whatever. It's families that want to say, why, they don't want to hold the person, the other parent accountable, but they want to sit up here. Oh, I haven't seen that. I haven't seen, my cousin or whatever it may be, sister, brother, niece, nephew, whatever, great uncle and hella long, because people be having, kids young. So I said great uncles because that could be a thing too. But don't matter the dynamic of the child or the children or the family. But when somebody else wants to speak up, then you want to be present. That's not how it works. You need to either be present or don't be present. Period. Regardless of somebody else and whatever else. Y'all need to stop that shit. Because what you doing is you're causing more mental damage up here for a child. Stop trying to be selfish. You either need to stand up to that person or keep your mouth closed. That's what you need to do. I've never in my life had to deal with a baby daddy that, and I'm talking about baby daddies because I'm a female. I don't have no baby mamas, okay? I've never dealt with any of my baby daddies not understanding that. Some of them may be dumb as hell, but they understand that. They understand more about the mental. You're messing up a child mentally, coming in and out of their life, coming in and out of their life over and over and over and over again, over and over and over again. And nobody wants to stand up and say, "Hey, this ain't cool. This ain't right. You either need to get it right or don't be present." You know what I'm saying? Don't be present until you can get it mentally. When your life is in order, then you come around. Then you come around. Stop mentally freaking up your kids. If you don't have no type of heart, period, in your body, you should at least have heart for the seed that you created. And you shouldn't want your child's mental to be effed up, okay? You shouldn't want their mental to be effed up. Think about your children. Think about your child. Think about them. Think about what they gonna have to deal with. Oh, and don't get me wrong, there's always room for improvement. But if you really honestly don't want that improvement, don't keep messing with your kids' mental, especially when they're young, because they don't understand. They don't understand. They don't understand. They don't. And if a parent's trying to protect their mental and trying to protect their kid from that, you should have more respect for that other parent than what you have. I get it. How can I fix it? What do I need to do? You know what I'm saying? And be genuine about it. Because if you can't be genuine about it, don't do it. Don't do it. Just walk away. Walk away. It's better to walk away than to keep popping up in and out. That's not a that's no. That's what you do. That's what you do in relationships. You walk in and out of relationships. You don't do that with your kids. You don't walk in and out of kids' lives. You don't disrupt them. And I'm not speaking of me personally. I'm just speaking universally. I'm speaking to everybody in the world. I'm speaking to every mother that has heartache because they fighting a fight with mother suckers that just don't give a damn, that don't care about a kid's mental. I'm all about mental health. I'm all about it. I've dealt with baby daddies that come in and out. I already said it. My Deja's daddy do it. He do it all the time. He's still doing it. But she's at an age where she can say she either wants to deal with him or she don't want to deal with him. When she don't want to deal with him, she don't have to. Tatiana's dad, my first baby daddy, Fred. That Negro right there chose when I was pregnant not to be involved and tried to come around when he was 7 when she was 7 years old. They started building a relationship, but after a while Tatiana didn't want that relationship. So she started backing off. She started, I don't want that. I don't want that. Because she sees that her dad has mental issues. Her dad has mental issues and she don't want to deal with it. Nene, her daddy. I feel like this lady's story is my story so much because Nene's dad tried to do the in and out, but she had a grandmother that knew her place and knew how to stay back. And when she called me, and I had oh my God, Nene's grandmother, may she rest in peace, because that lady was a saint. She was a woman, a true. When I say true, she was a true woman of God, and I miss that lady every day. Because that lady stepped in the gap when her daddy was not there. And her daddy had enough sense in his head to stay away from my daughter. He had enough sense in his head to say, I do not want to be fully present in my child's life. So I'm going to do what's best for my child, and I'm going to walk away from my child until I'm ready. Nene about to be 19 years old. This man still ain't reached out. The last time she seen him or spoke to him was at the grandmother's funeral. The grandmother stepped back. If I ever needed anything, the grandmother didn't throw it in my face. When it came time to her birthday, she sent gifts, sent money, dropped them off at my church. You know, she knew what type of son she had, and she stepped in the gap. She always made sure that my daughter had whatever. When it came back to school, it wasn't a thing of oh, I can't help you or nothing. She already had bags of school supplies, backpacks, clothes, all that stuff. I never had to ask that lady for nothing. Never had to ask. If I had if my kids had grandmothers like that, baby, we could be best friends. we could be best friends. I have some fake baby for some fake. My kids have fake grandmas. Some of my kids have fake grandmas. And when I say fake grandmas, they act one way with me, but then talk shit behind my back to the daddies. Like, y'all some weirdos. Like, don't do that. Like, and it is what it is. You want to talk your shit? Talk your shit. That's cool. Don't be fake to me, baby, because I don't need a friend. I don't. Me and you don't have to have no type of relationship, period. At all. And I'm not asking you to do for my kid. You're a grandmother. You're a grandfather. You know what I'm saying? You a step grandma, step grandpa. You don't have to be active in the grandchild's life like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you a grandparent. Like, these is your last days. You know what I'm saying? Not to sound harsh when I say it, but you living in your last days. So that means you need to focus on other things. You need, I get it. Grandkids is a lot. I don't got none, but I know grandkids is a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all need breaks. Y'all done raised y'all kids. I'm not finna sit up here and try to raise my grandkids unless I'm put in a position where I have to raise my grandkids. And if that comes, then I'll get on that road when that happens. But outside of that, I'm gonna be grandma. I'm gonna see you when I see you. I love you. You know what I'm saying? I love you. I'll see you when I see you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be that grandma that calls mama, daddy, hey, back to school starting. Like, what size they wear? You know what I'm saying? What size shoes they wear? What size clothes they wear? You tell me. I'm not gonna go against you and be like, oh no, I think they need what? No, you mama, you daddy. I'm not finna do that. Whatever you tell me to get them, I'm gonna get it. If I already know they size, I'm just gonna go out and get it and provide it for you. That's it. That's it. Be a grandma. You know what I'm saying? Be an auntie. Be an uncle. Like, yes, step in the gap, but know your place. Is all I'm saying. Step in the gap, and know your place. I hear too many stories. I watch so many YouTube channels of mothers that are broken, mothers that are trying to be broken by shitty ass, and fathers too, shitty ass mamas and shitty ass daddies that don't mean no good for their kids. Like, why? Why are you trying to fight a person that's been there? Why do you hate a person that has been there, that has not left your child? Because it's just as easy just as easy as it is for you to walk away, it's easy for them too. But they stand there and they keep going. You think it's easy being a mother or a father, an active one, 24/7. I'm with my kids 24/7, y'all, unless I'm at work. Minus those 8 hours. You know what I'm saying? But and that's not every day. I'm not even working full time. I'm working part-time because I'd rather be with my kids. I don't want my kids to sit up here and be like, dang, mom wasn't home. My mom worked full time. And I used to get up. My mom used to be there. I used to come home from school. My mom wasn't home. I used to have to do homework by myself. You get what I'm saying? I'm present for my kids. I ain't never walked away from my kids, and I never will. But I'm just saying, you sitting up here you sitting up here attacking, you're attacking a person that has never wronged you, that has never done anything but protect their child. Protect, you know how many dads I see at court? When I went to court last time, you know how many dads I seen that the mother tried to tear them down personally, like, oh, my kid doesn't want to see that. My kid doesn't want to. Like, what? And it was all lies. You know what I'm saying? You know how, like, you guys know, I'm a big reader. I love learning things. If it has anything to do with science, I'm in it. Anything with the brain, I'm in it. Like, I literally will sit here and watch a brain surgery. Like, I'm not even joking with you, because I like to learn. I like to know things. I literally said I should have been a psychologist or something, because I love the brain. And when you do things like that, when you come in and out of your child's life, when you're bickering back and forth with the other parent, how do you think that feels to a child? Ask yourself that. How do you honestly think that makes the child feel? What do you think is actually doing up here? Just asking. I really feel like I'm really finna get into child psychology. You want to know why? Because I see firsthand what it's doing and what it has done to my children, to some of my children. My oldest daughter, thank God she's in therapy. You know, she's in therapy. She's working her stuff out. Childhood therapy is not, if I would have known about childhood therapy before, I would have definitely put my oldest in there, and Nene, and Deja too. You know, Deja goes to therapy now. You know what I'm saying? 14 years old, going to therapy. There's nothing wrong with therapy. It's another set of ears to hear, and there's no bias. There's no, oh well, your mom or your dad, you know what I'm saying? There's no none of that. It's literally, let's play a game. How does that make you feel? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no bias crap going on. There's no one is in favor for the mom or the dad or whatever. They're in favor of the child. I'm really about to go into child therapy. And I feel like God is showing me that this is the realm that I need. This is the, not the realm, but this is the space I need to be. This is where I need to be, because I've dealt with it. I've lived it. I know it. You know what I'm saying? And this ain't no shade to nobody. I'm just speaking. I'm just speaking what God has put on my heart. Y'all need to stop trying to tear down these parents that are doing for their kids. Stop tearing down the parents that have showed up every single day and have not walked away. Y'all not doing nothing. Let me tell you something. God ain't finna, you think God is finna allow things to work in your favor when you doing shit maliciously? When parents ain't doing nothing wrong to their kids, that's when the devil wants to wear his face up. When you start giving your life to Christ and you start living your life the way that God wants you to live it, the devil starts creeping his face up. And guess what? I'm finna slap the devil right in his face because I'ma still worship God. I got up this morning and I put on my worship music before I woke up my son. I went into worship for myself. I went up into worship for my son. I went up in worship for my daughters. I went up in worship for my family. You get what I'm saying? I worship God because I know at the end of the day, God is the only person that got my back. God is the only one that knows my heart. God is the only one that knows my children, that knows my family, that knows my mother, that knows my father, that knows my today and my tomorrow. Okay? God is the only one. And when you start seeking God and when you start giving God what he asks of you, when you start doing what God asks of you, when you give him your heart wholeheartedly, the devil starts to rear his face. He starts to rear his face. And let me tell y'all something before I get off of here. So a couple of weeks ago, I was at church. And I was sitting there. I think I was on like the second row, maybe the third row. I don't even remember. And there was this lady there. She's I think she's a prophetess as well. But she looked at me and she said, "Come here." I said, "Okay." I came to her. And she said, "God is renewing you. God is doing a new thing in you. He's going to put you back in the position where you were before with him." She said, "It's time." She said, "The battle that you dealing with now, it's not yours. It's the Lord's. And you going to come out on top." Let me tell you something. God has been sending me messages for over a year or over a year now, where my pastor, it's been almost, a year. The pastor came to me and the pastor told me foster care. He told me foster care. He said, "That's where you're going to make your money." He said, "That's where you need to be." He said, "God told me to tell you that that's where you're supposed to be." Jobs don't sit right with me. Jobs do not sit right with me. You want to know why? Because that's not where God wants me to be. Because I have too much love to give. God told me that it seems like he said the devil has you in a space where you don't feel like you can get out. He said, "But you're going to get it. You're going to get out. You're going to make it. You're going to be on top. People going to wonder how you made it through." And it ain't nothing but God. God got you through. I feel like every battle that I'm going through is hard as hell because what they say, God gives his hardest battles to his strongest soldiers. But every battle that I've ever been in, whether it be spiritually, whether it be with man, I'm telling you, God brings me out on top. God shows his face. God steps in the gap. God works things in my favor. That's why I use that saying, "Touch not my anointed ones. Touch not my anointed ones." Say that because I'm too anointed to be touched. You may think you have me in a situation or up against a wall or whatever, and you could say whatever, but God will curse your tongues. The same tongue that spoke against me, God is getting ready to curse your tongue. God is getting ready to bind your tongue. God is getting ready to um to put you in a situation where you're not gonna know what happened to you. And it's all because you want to speak about me. You want to speak negative about me. You want to conspire things on me. I say it all the time, and I've been saying it for the last couple of weeks. If you saying or doing anything, witchcraft on me, you trying to do witchcraft on me, you trying to pray for my downfall, you trying to do anything malicious to me, I'm telling you, it's going to backfire on you so quick, you're not going to know what hit you. And I'm serious. What did that say? It's gonna backfire on you so bad. You not gonna know what hit you. And when the verdict is given, and I'm talking about a spiritual verdict is given, which is it's in the process of being given. Okay. You may be sitting here thinking, why is this happening to me? God is trying to warn you. He's trying to warn you. He done sent me here multiple times in the last week to minister to you, to minister to your soul, to minister to you, to get you to stop doing what you're doing, because the evil shit that you're doing is not going to work. It's not going to prosper. No weapon formed against this one. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Baby, no weapon that you throw my way is going to hit me. You want to know why? Because I serve a God that is almighty. I serve a God that has angels that's camped around me, that's blocking every weapon that you throw at me. The truth shall set you free. That's what it is. Give your life to God and see what happens. Stop your wicked ways and see how far you get. But there's some things going on with people right now that have wronged me, that are trying to wrong me, and all that other stuff. Y'all, God done warned you. He warned you too many times, and you still going. Touch not my anointed ones. Y'all, I'm very anointed. Very anointed. When I speak, God listens. When he speaks, I listen. When I ask God to do certain things for me, he does them. If I pray on it or if I ask him to do it, he's going to do it. I keep telling y'all that. Y'all just think I'm out here talking stuff. I'm not talking stuff just to be talking stuff, y'all. I'm talking stuff because God has told me what to say. God speaks through me. God shows me things. And the things that I seen last night in my sleep and the things that he told me in my ear. And I only spoke it to one, I think two other people. I spoke it to two people, Shani, and I spoke it to my sister. And my sister said, that is a way to go. Yeah, something bad is finna happen. Like real bad. Real bad. And it ain't got nothing to do with me. It got everything to do with God. I'm not a end the lifer. I don't do that. I don't end people's lives. I don't do none of that stuff. I don't do none of that. But guess what? You could call me a witch if you want to, but I serve a God that is more powerful than anything that you can conspire, any witchcraft that you can pull up. And because you are trying that, yeah, there's some people out here that's trying to do witchcraft on me. Oh yeah, you've been trying to do it, and then you trying to figure out why, how it ain't happened, how it ain't, how it's not taking place, how whatever this witch doctor that you went to or this spell you tried to cast on me, how it's not working, because God sent his angels to block it. And I'm gonna tell you this. Those people that's out there, them people that's out there that's trying to do that witchcraft on me, when y'all sickened in your body and you don't know why and how, and ain't nobody in your bloodline got that, or maybe they do got it, but you thought you was safe, baby, you just casted out. You just casted your whole entire destiny on yourself just because you thought you can sicken my body. Just because you thought you could take me out, God gonna take you out. Slowly but surely, he gonna take you out. And he gonna start with your mind. Yeah, you gonna lose your mind. Somebody that's sitting up here on drugs, that's trying to conspire some evil crap on me, that drug is going to be the one that's going to take you out. And I'm going to tell you that right now. And God is telling me to tell you that. Nope, you didn't need him. You didn't need him. You didn't need God. You told him, I don't need you. I don't need you. I'm of the world. I'm going to live of the world. I'm going to smoke this dope or whatever the heck your choice of drug is. But I'm going to tell you right now, the OD is coming. Okay, I done already seen it. I done already heard it. I done already seen it. I done already heard it. I'm telling you, I've already seen it and I've already heard it. I'm telling you right now. I've seen it and I've heard it. God told me weeks ago in my ear, they should be ashamed of themselves, but they not. Cause that's how much they entangled into this devilish crap that they in, into this witchcraft that they in. Your car, you better be careful with your car. And y'all already know when I start laughing like that, y'all already know God is speaking to me. Your car, okay. Everything that you touch, everything that you speak about me is finna turn around on you. Everything that you touch is about to fall. You want to know why? Because you keep playing with God's child. You keep playing with him. He keep telling you, he keeps sending you signs, little thing. It's not a coincidence that little things start happening. When little things start happening and they ain't good things, you need to start paying attention. Okay? You need to start paying attention to those little things because he's showing you things. He's letting things happen to you little by little. He's trying to get your attention. Knock it off. Stop it. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Leave her alone. And y'all don't listen. So now he's like, all right, you didn't want to listen to me? Cool. Now I'm gonna have to, like the old folk used to say, God had to whoop me. Now he's finna whoop you. Your cars, your finance, your mind. I already said OD is coming. Do I have to say that again? OD. Do y'all know what OD means? Overdose. Coming. And this ain't related to nobody personal. I know who it is, but I'm not finna say it. But I keep telling y'all, God shows me things. I'm a dreamer, baby. I dream things all the time. I dream every night. I dream things all the time. And because I was dreaming things, I was so restless in my spirit and in my body last night. I did not sleep good because God showed it to me. Fire. Do you understand me? I seen fire in my sleep. I seen fire. I seen fire. Like when I tell you, and I'm not happy about what I seen, but I know that my God steps in the gap. I know that my God is protecting me. I know my God is releasing things that that these people could have prevented. So when I speak this and these things start happening, just know I already seen it. I'm not a witch at all. Ain't nobody in my family a witch. Ain't nobody in my family um what is it? Nobody in my family has voodoo dolls or none of that stuff. I don't play with that stuff. I don't play with voodoo dolls. I don't play with none of that. But I do pray. I do have a prayer life. Yep, I sure do. I do have a prayer life. Yes, I do. But you've been warned. I've tried to warn y'all nicely. He's trying to warn you nicely. You know, I'm just a messenger. Don't shoot me. Don't harm me because of what I said. This is coming straight from God. Take it or leave it. Like, and the only way you can help yourself is if you repent unto him wholeheartedly. Wholeheartedly. That's the only way you're going to get up out of this mess. I'm telling you now. You've messed with the wrong child of God. And he not happy. And when he releases his anger, you gonna know that is him. And sometimes I just have to say, God have mercy on their soul. God have mercy on their soul. Because I know what's coming. I've seen it. And it ain't nothing good. But because you don't want to listen, you don't want to stop doing the evil that you're doing, you don't want to stop fake calling his name, because some of y'all like doing that. Some of y'all like doing that. Hey, I'm a God-fearing man. I'm a God-fearing woman. Oh, God listens to me. God protects me. God's gonna... Stop doing that. Y'all need to stop doing that. I'm so serious. I'm so serious. Stop doing that. Stop doing that for real. Because God gonna shut you up one of these days because you lying. You lying on his name. Y'all know dang on well you don't go to church. Just because you watch church on TV don't mean that you got a relationship with God. It don't mean that your relationship that you professing that you have with God is really there. And you faking and you lying. You faking it to make it and it ain't working. Stop Jesus calling when you know dang on well you the devil himself. The devil can quote scriptures. The devil can quote scriptures now. The devil can quote scriptures. Okay. Yeah. But I got a meeting because I'm securing the bag, y'all. So, and God is opening doors and the lady told me that God's going to open doors that you thought would not open for you or that you could never imagine. So, yeah, these are doors that I need to go into a meeting for. But I love y'all. I'll be back probably like an hour just to talk to y'all because I need to season some meat and stuff because I'm making some fried chicken. My son wants some fried chicken, y'all. So, anyway, I'll see y'all in a minute and ponder on what I said. Love y'all. Love y'all. Oh, Stanley Allen. I'm about to Google you. Let me see who this is. Stanley Allen. Stanley Allen. Ooh, Stanley. Stanley, you shut up real quick. Anyway, Ice Foggy Game. Icy Fog Gaming. Yeah,